All right, chapter 22. It's the night I got stopped by Border Patrol and had pretty flowers in my possession. It's a fun story, so I'm going to have fun with it. All right. So I had a med card in Arizona. I'm living in Phoenix at the time. I'm about to... Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to Austin. Amber is the color of my energy. Ma'am, I'm about to see you. But here's what happens along the way. I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to Houston from Austin. I'm going to Louisiana. Things are happening in Louisiana. I'm then going to Vegas. The story with the hamburgers, the cheeseburgers, the animal-style cheeseburgers from In-N-Out. That happens right after this. I have a med card in Arizona, and I'm going home, and I want to have, I get an ounce of flowers, but I get 8 individual 8s, all different flavors, beautiful flowers. I think I get these, I don't remember, but you had Mardi Gras. You had purple, yellow, and green containers, and now some people already know, like Allison Miller already knows where I'm shopping, up in, north around Scottsdale, up north Scottsdale. Mardi Gras, purple, green, and gold. And I got your flowers, and I got 2 vape cartridges, and I never do that. I smoke flowers straight from the ground, not something that man or woman has touched too much. But I got 2 of those, and those are important for the story. So, leaving Arizona, and you know what? I know how to avoid Border Patrol. I know where the checkpoints are. This checkpoint I get stopped at, I've been through 5-10 times. Mom and Dad, you don't know this story, and if you see this, I'm sorry, but know that it worked out okay. It was fine. And I'm talking to Yvonne on the phone, and I'm smoking a spliff, tobacco and cannabis, and I see a sign that says Border Patrol 2 miles, checkpoint, and I knew it was there. I didn't know it was quite there, but I knew it was coming, and I should have thought better. And I'm like, oh, Yvonne, the Border Patrol is coming. Look, keep talking to me. This might help the situation. I do have some flowers with me. I'm going to put out the spliff, and I do. And I get up to the line, and there's a dog, and that's bad news, and it's night, and they're taking the line slowly, so they're looking for things. And sure enough, I'm still talking to Yvonne, and some guy comes up to my car, and he's like, hey man, the dogs have detected the smell of drugs in your car. We're going to need you to get out. We're going to need you to pull over there and then get out. And I do. And they're like, do you have any cannabis? I'm like, no. I went to law school. I thought I was being clever. No. And then the dog jumps in my car, and I'm like, hey, I do. I have a bunch of flowers. You're going to find them. I have a bunch of flowers in there. But look, it's not that much, and it's all for me. And that's what I said, and it's important, and it's all for me. And one other important fact is I know what's about to happen. Ken and Heather, who I did the PTSD work in Arizona, told me about this scam. It happened to them leaving Arizona, going to California, the San Diego, on the 8, the Highway 8, the Interstate 8 Border Patrol checkpoint. He's like, here's what they do. The federal government is stopping you and detaining you because of your flowers, and yet they're going to send you to the county sheriff and their DA. And the DA makes money, and the judge makes money, I'm sure, and the criminal defense attorneys make money, and the sheriffs make money, right? They all make money, right? And so I know what's about to happen. They're not going to arrest me, but they're going to maybe have I'm on my way to Texas. Alabama's playing LSU that day, and I'm a Tiger, and we haven't beat them in a while, and I'm sure when we beat them, and we don't beat them that night, but we fight valiantly that night. And I just want to get to my game in Van Buren, Texas, and West BFE, Texas. BF, Texas. And so they take me in the back. Border Patrol stops me. I know their game. They take me in the back. And I don't remember all their names. There was Gonzalez. There was Almeria. There was Ramirez. There was 3 or 4 others that talked to me. They were all Latinx. They were likely Mexican. And the Dodgers, Los Doyers, are about to lose a game 7 to someone. I don't remember who it is. Maybe the Brewers, and they're about to not go to the World Series. Maybe not the Brewers. I'm not sure. They're about to not go to the World Series, and these guys cheer for the Dodgers. And they come and talk to me one by one. And at the same time I'm getting detained, there's an older couple, probably in their 60s, that have a nice fat bag, a 3 ounces, but in one big giant Ziploc. And they're shaking, they're scared. I'm not so much, because I know they're either going to send me to the sheriff and I'm going to get arrested, or they're not. And I've had friends who have gotten stopped in those Border Patrol checkpoints and gotten arrested. Spent a night in jail. Had to pay some criminal defense attorney a certain amount of money to get out of it, and they did, because it's a scam. And I tell them about my cannabis work and how I apply for people to get licenses, how I know that they don't really care about my pretty flowers that much, how I know they're the federal government and it's a scam and they want to send me to the county sheriff and they're detaining me and yet they're going to have someone else arrest me. And there ain't something right about, like, constitutionally sound. That ain't constitutionally sound if you ask me. I tell them these things. I tell them about Farmer Tom and I and the work we did with the federal government. And I just keep talking to them. Like 4 or 5 people take my stories and they put it all together. And the captain finally comes up to me after about an hour and he's like reading through the like 5 or 6 pages. He's like, bro, these are never this long. He's like, this is kind of juicy. And he's laughing every once in a while. And I'm laughing with him. And I know they're probably going to let me go. They messed with me for a little while. They tell me the county sheriff is really interested in my vape cartridges. And I get that on some level. And yet I wish I didn't have them at that point. And I was like, look, bro, like tell him to come pick them up. Keep them, tell him to come pick them up. He can have them. I'm like, but here's the thing. When you guys let me go tonight, I expect to have some of my flowers. Those are my medicine. And I expect to have some of my flowers back. I had 8 eighths. I'd smoked a little. I had 8 eighths. I had a little less than an ounce. Good number to have, though I did have those cartridges, right? And they tell me he's coming. And then like 10 minutes later, they tell me he's not coming. All I'm doing all along is fighting for myself, letting them know who I am. And I'm telling them those 2 older people next to me, like, are just like people traveling with some pretty flowers to smoke. They had nothing else. Like, let them go. I'm like, you let me go, and when you let me go, please let them go. And they let us sit. Like, I still want to get to my football game, and they let us sit, and I see the Dodgers lose. And, like, I don't care if the Dodgers lose or win. I know a lot of my friends are D-back fans in Arizona from law school. Go D-backs. Go Astros and Rays. The boo cheating. Red Sox and Yankees, Tom Brady. And, like, I didn't care if the Dodgers lost, but they lost that night, and they didn't make it to the NLCS. And they let us wait for like 20 more minutes, make us shake a little more. I'm not shaking. These people are shaking. And sure enough, like 5 minutes before they're going to let me leave, they let this guy leave. And this couple, they let this couple leave. And then this guy, Al Maria, walks me out. They're letting me go. And they're like, here's the thing, Mr. Miller. Like, we're going to have noted that we stopped you at Border Patrol and you have cannabis. So if it happens again, I'm like, what happens if it happens again? He's like, we know it happened before. I was like, okay, thank you for that piece of information. And then he told me this, and it was very important. I didn't know it yet. He said, look, the dog went in your car. Like, we left your back seat, one of your back seats down. Just know that. And I get in my car and I call Vaughn. I let her know I'm okay. I'm not free. I'm not in jail. And I go drive to my hotel and I watch the football game. And I wake up in the morning. I'm just pissed. I'm pissed they didn't give me any of my flowers back. And I had like an ounce, a little less than an ounce, and 2 cartridges. And I go downstairs, and I remember he told me my back seat was down. I don't know why he said that, but I picked it up. And when I picked it up, there was a like ring of dog hair, so it was like their mark. And then right next to it, there were 2 of the eighths. So like there was a quarter of buds left, and they left me the prettiest flowers. They were hooking me up in ways. And I wish they left me all my medicine, but they left me what they thought I needed, and that's fine. And I would get to Austin, and I would see you. Amber is the color of my energy, and I would get more flowers in Austin. And those are stories for other days. I did get stopped by Border Patrol once. They do have note of it. They did give me some of my medicine back, and they didn't really care that much. I was happy and go lucky and was sharing stories of my life with them, and they appreciated it. And they were all kind of nice, that they were trying to be they're hardened in their job, and they're trying to be a little hardened. And yet Al Maria, who walked me out, that 5-minute chat and walk we had to my car where he was explaining the situation to me was one of the nicest interactions I've had with a person ever in my entire life. And so I appreciate you, Al Maria. I remember you, sir. I still do. It was 5 years ago, huh? All right. Those are fun times. I got more interesting stories to share, and they're about to get really deep and personal, and they really are. I'm gonna get there really soon. I'm still prepping myself for that. My birthday, Rebecca French's birthday is 2 days from now. What's today? The 18th. 3 days from now. 2 days. Today's the 19th, and I'm excited. A lot of people get off school May 21st. May 21st, a Friday. It's gonna be fun this year. Shine on, bright souls. I'll see you soon. I still hope your dreams come true.